Got to start it off by talking about the one and only, or should I not call him one and only? I just like to say it because it's cool for the intros. But we brought back Gerald Avery. For those of you that don't remember, Gerald was here going back to 2022 and 2023 season as the assistant defensive backs coach. During that time, Grady Brown, he was our main defensive backs coach from 2021 to this past season. The season just ended. We just did not renew his contract. All right. So Grady Brown and Aaron Curry were holdovers from the previous contracts. Never renewed them. Okay. So technically didn't fire him, but we did make changes. So now let's talk a little bit about Gerald Avery. Why is he important and why is this a positive? Well, first off, like I said, he has been here before. In fact, he was here 2022, 2023, where obviously we were having a lot of success in terms of creating turnovers, creating interceptions and stuff like that. Also, Minkah Fitzpatrick, right? Because he's the key guy that we need to talk about in this situation. Okay, so going back to the 2022 season, obviously that was Gerald's first season here in the with Pittsburgh. As a whole, we tied for first in the NFL with 20 interceptions, but specifically Minkah had a career high 6 interceptions. That's when he was AP first team All-Pro as well. And on top of that, this guy and Minkah, in terms of Gerald and Minkah's history and their production, dates back to his time in Miami as well, where that's where Gerald was at his first 2 seasons, 2020 and 2021, where obviously Minkah Fitzpatrick was drafted down there and had success, but also he was the defensive backs coach, and they had Xavier Howard, who we know had 10 picks that season as well and was first team AP All-Pro as well. So in terms of what Gerald brings to the table, the places that he's been, interceptions are there, and it seems that his big players make big plays. So I do like that. Last year, he was in Vegas as their safeties coach. All right. So we'll obviously go spend some time and look at that to see what that looked like. But that was the only year he was out there. And now, like I said, returning back here to the black and gold. So we do like that. But like I said, man, in his 2 years while he was here that first go around, man, 36 interceptions from the secondary, man. It was second in the league over that time frame. And in 2023, we had 84.7 passer rating for opposing quarterbacks playing against our secondary, which would have been 10th best in the league during that time frame. All right. So I do like that part a lot when we're talking about Gerald Alexander. I think that, man, when you're talking about that continuity between him and Minkah Fitzpatrick, I think that that's a huge bonus for us, especially when we talked about with Minkah. We've been wanting him to get back to that Minkah stuff. Right, the past 2 years. Hey, man, get back some of that Minkah stuff. Get back some of that Minkah stuff. Maybe Gerald coming back will help promote Minkah getting back to some of that Minkah stuff a lot sooner than the one interception we've seen in the past 2 seasons, I think it is. He's better than that. We know he's a lot more productive than that in the splash turnover variety. So sometimes, man, you just need that guy that has the eyes and has that connection and has that familiarity with him. And I'm hopeful that that will also pay off for him as well, man. But like I said, I do like that connection as a whole. And I also like the fact that, I mean, technically we not firing people because we don't do the fire thing. But I do like the fact that we are switching it up. And what I mean is, if we don't feel like it was working, why bring them back? I'm not saying that Grady Brown did bad, because I do feel like he did some positive things out there. But if we are saying that, hey, this particular player, man, that's one of our big marquee guys. That's one of the guys that we need him to play better and give us more production, the loud production. Well, man, let's look and leave no stone unturned. I don't care if he likes this chef because this chef wears his favorite pair of shoes on Tuesdays, man. If that's what it takes to make Minkah get back to doing the Minkah type stuff, man, make that switch and bring that dude in here. That's kind of how I look, man, when it's a guy of Minkah's caliber. He is worth changes. And if this is a change that potentially helps him get back to what we want, man, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. But like I said, as a whole, I do like the fact that we're not just sticking with the status quo. We are trying to find little things here and there that will help us out. So let's see how this thing continues to roll, man. But you already know, man, hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby.